What's up guys, it's Kelly and today I have a compilation of 3 different nail art looks to show you, perfect for fall. So I wanted to do a video where I had a little bit of something for everyone. So what I did was I made one cream / matte look, one holographic look, and one glitter based look. Obviously you don't have to follow these specifics and you can use this tutorial using whatever colors and whatever types of finishes you want, but I just figured I'd do a little bit of a different finish each time so that everybody has something they like. So let's just get started. I'm going to start off with a little fun apple manicure, so let me show you how it's done. So for this look, you're gonna need some base coat, a background nail polish color. I always go with a nice nude. I think that's perfect for fall. Some apple colors. I decided to go with red and green, but you can throw some yellow in there if you're feeling adventurous. A stem color, which I'm using brown, as well as some top coat. I've got some matte top coat, totally optional, and a little nail art brush. I have these little personalized ones from Nail Stuff, which I think are so cool, as well as a dotting tool also from Nail Stuff. I'll put that info down in the description if anybody's interested. So I'm just going to start off with my clean natural nail and apply my base coat, and then once that's dry I'm going to go in with my background color. Like I said, I decided to go with a nice nude shade. I think that is like a perfect fall background color, but you can do whatever color or finish you think is appropriate for your look. So I'm going to take some of this red nail polish and I'm going to use my dotting tool and I'm going to create my little apples. So really what I'm doing is I'm kind of creating like 2 dots next to each other on each nail, and I don't want them to be the same size dots. I don't want them to be consistent. I don't necessarily want them to look like cherries next to each other, because if you think about it, apples aren't really round. They're kind of like, I don't really know how to describe the shape. So we're just making little irregular shapes, and you can do as many on your nails as you want. I left a little bit of room so that I can have a little detailed green apple, and I did one on each nail, but you can decide how many green apples you want. If you want them to be all red apples, if you want to have like all 3 different color apples, you can do whatever makes your heart happy. This is your world. We're just living in it. So I added another little red one because I wanted to just do like one green one on each nail. Then I'm going to take that brown and that tiny little detail brush and I'm going to start making stems. So what I'm doing is I'm drawing a tiny little line in the center in between those 2 overlapping dots for each of my apples. Another thing I'm going to do so the pattern looks cohesive across all of my nails is I'm going to add little bits around the edges. I don't like to use the dotting tool for this because I think it just gets a little bit messy on my skin. So what I'm going to do is take that little detail brush and draw pieces of apple that are going off of the edges of my nail. And again, they don't have to be perfect. Like I said, apples are not perfectly round little circles, so you can just make them as lumpy and colorful as you want. I'm just going to go ahead and draw a few and then have a couple little stems poking out. So once that is totally dry, I'm going to go in with a nice thick coat of top coat, and that's just going to smooth out the entire design, and it's going to finish off my manicure. And that is the final look for this first manicure, and like I said, you can personalize it however you see fit. You can do as many or as few apples as you want and as many or as few colors as you want. For me, as much as I love a cream finish, I also love a good matte finish nail art look. So I of course am going to add my matte top coat just to give it that kind of dullness. I don't know why I love it so much, but I think a lot of you guys enjoy it too, so that's what this looks like. So anyway, let's move on to my little holographic pumpkins. I'm going to be using base coat, an interesting background color. I'm just going with this cool gold fleck one, a holographic orange, a holographic green, and a holographic red, or you can use brown if you have a hollow brown. I don't know if such a thing exists. I'm also going to be using my glossy top coat as well as that little brush again. So I'm starting off with my clean natural nail and I'm applying my base coat. So once that's dry, I'm going to go in with my base color. I decided to go with like an interesting flecked background. This is Cirque Stoneware and it's really interesting. It has these like goldish coppery kind of flecks in a creamy white base, and I just thought that would be like, I don't know, really cool. I love this color and I've been wanting to use it as a base for nail art for a while, so I figured now's as good a time as any, right? So once that's dry, I'm gonna go in with the orange holographic shade and I'm just using the bottle brush and I'm gonna create like the top of a pumpkin on the tip of my nail. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just kind of making 2 humps and then I'm filling it in. Again, they don't have to be perfect. Much like apples, pumpkins are not perfectly round and they aren't perfectly shaped, so you can kind of just go in and do it however you want until until you think it looks vaguely pumpkin-like, and then just fill it in. Next, I'm going to take that green holographic shade and that tiny little detail brush, and I'm going to create little vines coming from my pumpkin. You can also do a stem if you want, but I feel like green and orange look so good together, so I really wanted to use this combo. What I do is I usually just draw like 2 little leaf vine stem thingies coming out of the middle of the pumpkin, and I always like to do at least one little curly Q thing. So what I do is I just kind of start drawing it, and then I just make like a little loop-de-loop, and then pull and your shoes are looking cool. No, you're just gonna draw it on and then make your little loop-de-loop, and you've got yourself a nice viney pumpkin. Then I'm going to take this holographic red shade. I thought that the red was a nice match for the orange, but you can also use brown. Like I said, I'm not sure if even there is such a thing as brown holographic polish. You are going to want to make a nice little outline for your pumpkin so that we can draw in some of those nice grooves that pumpkins tend to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by outlining the top of it and then possibly going down the sides if you think that works for your pumpkin. It depends on the size of it. And then I'm just going to create, like I said, those little grooves. So it's just kind of like random curvy lines that go so that it looks like your pumpkin is 3-dimensional, and I don't know, I think the red looks actually pretty good. I like the way that they go together. Once that's dry, I'm just going to go in with my glossy top coat. I'm not going to mattify this one because it does have a holographic finish, but that is it for this look. I totally love how it turned out. I feel like the holo didn't show up on my camera so well, so I've inserted really quickly some footage from my phone with my flashlight on, so you can kind of see some of that scattered holographic effect that makes this pumpkin look so cool. So now let's move on to the final design. I am going to be using base coat, a nice dark maroon shade, and a couple of glitters. I'm using an orange glitter and a gold glitter, and I'm also going to be using my glossy top coat. This is a no tools manicure, so you don't need anything besides the polishes. So I'm just going to go in once again with my clean natural nail and apply my base coat, and then once that's dry, I'm going to go in with a couple of coats of my base color. So for this type of manicure, I think that a dark base color looks best. We are going to be making a glitter gradient, and for me, I always think a glitter gradient shines the brightest against a dark color background, and I decided a nice wine shade would go really nicely with the orange and gold glitters that I'm choosing. So once that's dry, we're going to start our glitter gradient, and we're not actually using a sponge for this because we have 2 different colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to wipe most of the glitter off of the brush, and then I'm going to start at the tip of my nail and slowly kind of flick upwards so that I'm actually manually creating that gradient, and I'm letting the glitter get less concentrated as I move up the nail. So as you see, it's gonna look absolutely crazy when you first get started. Do not worry about this. The top coat is gonna completely transform this manicure. What we're doing is we're just kind of creating a darker base, and I think that this orange works really perfectly for that because the orange kind of starts to blend in with that maroon shade, and it makes it look, I don't know, like it's like coming out of the polish, which I think is really cool. So now I'm going to do the same thing with the gold glitter. I'm going to be wiping off all of the glitter from the brush, and I'm just going to be using the tiniest amount, and I'm going to start at the tip of my nail once again, and I'm going to work my way up. Now we're not going to go as high as the orange glitter. We're kind of creating a gradient within the glitter gradient where it kind of fades from the orange to the gold, and I think this is an especially cool look because it kind of looks like flames on your nails, but literally requires no effort. Once again, I know it looks absolutely crazy before you add the top coat, but trust me when I say that this manicure is going to be absolutely transformed once you have applied enough of that glitter. You can just go in with a very thick coat of glossy top coat, and then all of a sudden you have a nice fiery fall gradient on your nails. It's kind of hard to tell with just one nail, but once you see all of them, you can kind of see how that gradient effect works so well, and how that orange glitter kind of just fades into the dark red nail polish, and I don't know, I think it's so cool. Anyway, that is it for the 3 looks. I would love to know which one you guys like the best. Definitely leave me a comment below letting me know what you think. If there's any other nail art tutorials you want to see for fall, I'm going to be doing a couple of Halloween ones, I'm sure, so let me know if you have any requests, and please consider subscribing to my channel if you're not already. I do tons of reviews, I do some nail art videos, and I occasionally do other stuff, so hope to hear from you soon. Love you all. Bye!